Guys.
Return to me.
Thanks for your help, Sam. Alright, do I have animalism? Yes, I do, but I have no skills from it. Guys?
Return to me.
There you go, Wilhelm. Have that. Makes you feel more important. Okay, moving on. Next bit. Down to the Cathedral of Flesh number 2. Abuser. Silver coins, pick them up.
The master has awoken! Death comes to you all!
Anything back here? Bad kitty. Oh, he got staked. Oh, who did that? And that's the end of that one. Someone staked it. That was cool. That's got to have been Sam, right? Or Lily. Yeah, these like they have like corrosive touch and all the decay spells. Assault rifle. Oh well. That's that place clear. Moving on. Now I'm the only one now who's got any rooms, so we'll be in and out of here a lot quicker. Picking stuff up, selling stuff. I want to kill the abuser.
Attend me.
Flesh crafters. I just love it. Doggles. See, the Ghosty Axe is a good roadblock as well. And the fact that they do aggravated damage really helps. Oh, select them with baseball bats. He's a clever Schlachter.
Lack of precious blood.
Yeah, Wilhelm, you really better patch yourself up some. See, useful spell. Calling down lightning. Grenade launcher. Okay. There it is.
Enter freely, Christoph. I bid you welcome to my domain. It is fitting that you should be here now, at the beginning of the new age, as you were at the end of the last era.
I shall cause thy fall now, as I did then.
Ah, but then was I not yet risen. Your untimely intervention set me back nearly a millennium. But I am nothing if not patience. And now, I am omnipotent.
Nay, for we have denied thee Orsi's statue for thy ritual.
I'll live.
We shall stop thee.
It's over, Christoph. I have already risen, with power enough to consume even antediluvians.
No!
But I must extend my gratitude to you, Christoph. My former vessel, Libusa, lacked a certain purity. But Aneska, her virtue bubbles up from so rich a spring that I have been endlessly supplied with purity to defile. I would never have found her without your assistance. You sent her to me, and she has been so loyal and willing a servant to me over these long eons. I shall now embrace her, and she will rule with me over the cattle of humanity for all time.
Nay, Aneska is not thine. She serves thee not. She sent a summons to awaken me from torpor.
Is this true, Aneska?
Dear master, please allow me to split Kristoff's joints and fleshcraft his bones into a throne for thy glory.
Monster! I'll destroy thee.
I have a better idea. Serve me.
I know thou art wicked, but I never thought thee a fool.
Serve me. You don't really have any love for the antediluvians, do you? The day of Gehenna is coming, and they intend to consume you, and Wilhelm, and Lily, and all other vampires. I will prevent that. I will give you eternity, life everlasting. We will greet the awakening grandsires with another flood, a deluge of their own blood.
One antediluvian is no better than 13. I cannot entrust such power unto any, let alone thee.
Then suppose I gave you your beloved Aneska as well.
What?
Consider this. she is utterly dependent on my blood. If I die, she shatters into thousand-year-old dust. But serve me, and I'll give her to you. What say you?
Nay, I shall fight thee to stop thy mad scheme, even at the cost of my life.
He's good.
I'm starving. I'm dying. Beast calls me.
He's tough. But we'll get there.
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
You have no hope of winning.
I have hope beyond hope.
You waste my time. I have no more patience for you. Your skin and bones will add to the walls of my cathedral of flesh.
Bye-bye. Can I use Walk the Abyss here? I hope so. Yeah. Because... don't care if I have to drink them all, to be honest. I might as well do. Yeah, they've been helping themselves to splats from bats from each one. Apart from you, oddly enough. 2, 5, 5, 3, 4. There we go. Awful. Right, now. Okay, so let's go get some more gear while we're here. I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that, but never mind. Doing good. Okay, strength up. Same for you. Manipulation. Call the beast. Wilhelm. I know we had level 5 claws when he was with me before, so I don't know why he suddenly vanished. I hate that. Oh, of course he knows this stuff, but nope, we're going to take it off him now just for the sheer hell of it. Okay. Lee needs 6, he needs 2, he needs 3. Okay, no worries.
Stand thy ground.
I wonder if Devnall even knows what's happening, and if he does he care? Probably knows the answer to both, I think. Hey, Hank.
Hey.
Offload all this stuff, so I don't have to lug it about. Okay, so it was 3, 2, and 6, wasn't it, I think? 6, 2, 3. Yep. Six. Two. Good.
All right, take her easy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Cheers, bud. I'm gonna go see the mad woman up here and get some Vitae. We need lots of it. I need 5, 10, 11. And hopefully she's got another Serenity bracelet or something similar. That'll be useful as well.
Blessed be.
I'll put that. And what have we got here? Amulets, amulets, amulets. I don't want amulets, I don't want rings. I'm happy enough for them as they are. Okay, Wilhelm is missing one, okay. There we go. So let's get back up. Let's get back to Devnar's apartment. And then back down. It's moving along quite happily now. Up we go. Durf. Yeah, we've done that bit. Okay.
Stand thy ground.
A bit slow on the upset there, wasn't he? Hi guys.
To the abyss with
I love just I love just slicing my way through the Slactor. At the beginning they were so much more difficult. Now bit of a chore really. So I'm a lot more powerful obviously than I was as a mortal, and on top of that all the abilities and the stat points and everything else you can just slice your way through.
I am the wall of memory. I contain the secret thoughts of Inesca.
I am damned. In the holy orders, I once dreamed of the eternity of bliss that would be mine for my devotion to the Lord. Eternity is now mine, but not bliss. I shall live as long as a voivod, or as long as a voivod is pleased with me, or as long as a voivod is pleased to defile me. Heavenly bliss is not to be my lot, only empty torment. Yet still I dare to hope. Still I live.
Oh, Inesca.
Quite horrible, disgusting really, but still. Next one.
I have lived for 50 years. All I loved are dead and gone. My beloved Kristoff has perished in the fall of Viscerad. His sacrifice has preserved innocence in the world, and so I rejoice. But my suffering grows with each passing night. The Voivod takes great delight in seeing me rise with fresh hope, for it means he may once again drag me down. Should I surrender all hope and break as the Busa is broken, his pleasure would be at an end. Yet I will not abandon my hope, even though such hope fills his empty heart with glee, as it fills mine with pain.
I cannot bear it.
For more than 200 years, I have suffered every possible form of humiliation and defilement. I have fallen from the chaste and inviolate woman I once was, yet I have borne it all with hope in my heart. But now, I am sinking into the murky depths, and the last whisper of hope in me is fading like the final bubbles of breath from a drowning woman. As we grow close to the day of his resurrection, Vukadlok has found the only defilement I cannot bear. He has decreed that I inflict defilement on others by binding innocent men and women into the walls of his accursed cathedral of flesh. His power compels me, and I cannot resist a direct command. I can endure my own degradation, but I cannot abide to befoul others. I fear I shall shatter like glass.
My poor, poor Aneska. This is my doing. Every humiliation she suffers is on my head.
Kristoff, you can't blame yourself for the choices she made.
Perhaps thou art correct.
It's not your fault. You have to move on.
That's not going to be possible. Next up.
It is 2 centuries and a half after Vukadlok took me, and his resurrection draws nigh. He now demands that I surrender the final shreds of my honor and perform evil acts of my own volition. I cannot defy my master's command that I defile others, and when I resist him, my poor body carries out his tasks against my will, like a puppet. He's driving me mad. So I must change. Rather than resist the evil I am compelled to do, I now embrace it and perform my tasks with zeal. The master favors me, and as I embrace his evil, he gives me greater power. I have been Lebusa's equal since my arrival. Now shall I take over her duties, gladly trading the final measure of my innocence for control over the Voivod's worldly affairs. 'Tis the only way.
Oh no! She gave up! I'm so sorry, Kristoff. Kristoff, are you okay?
I mourn for her soul.
No, that one I think we're done. Yep. Next one on this side.
I have now lived more than 300 years past my natural lifespan. I have committed atrocities beyond all imagining, but my plan has succeeded. Though Vukadlok has extraordinary power, his exile from the world makes him weak. He must act through Lebusa, who wields great power within our haven. But in just a few years I have usurped all of Lebusa's power and left her a wretched outcast in the cathedral of flesh she helped build. Long ago, the Voivod stripped her of her soul and gave her power in exchange. Now that I have taken away that power, she is a pitiable creature indeed. She has no place here, yet she cannot leave. I would lament her fate, but I have no tears to shed, even for myself, for Resurrection Day draws nigh.
Ugh, that gives me the creeps. This is supposed to be the purest woman in the world?
Lily, I think you should really zip it.
I'm only trying to help Kristoff get over...
Zip it!
You're right. Kristoff, I'm so sorry. You must be feeling awful. I wish I could...
My feelings be damned. Tonight, we slaughter every denizen of this foul place, or die in the attempt.
Next up.
On the eve of his resurrection, Vukadlok bade us slaughter the Premisel leaders, even as they began the ritual that would raise him from torpor. I have learned well the lessons of corruption, for I have turned my hand to the corruption of the Voivod's resurrection. In the guise of offering wise counsel to Vukadlok, I poison his heart against those who could speed his resurrection. I accuse the faithful of disloyalty. I accuse the powerful of dangerous ambition. I praise the weak and ineffectual, like the merchant toad Orsi, as obedient servants. Vukadlak's fear of losing power is far greater than his hope of gaining new power, and so he believes every doubt I whisper in his ear. And so he crushed his own resurrection.
Wow. She sacrificed her innocence to stop Vukadlak.
Nothing's quite that simple, is it? Ever. Oh. Love these things.
Vukadlak's rage is implacable. His resurrection has failed so often that he blames all the Tzimisce of Europe. He desires to move our entire cathedral of flesh to the new world where we may begin again. This vast undertaking will involve many shipments of native soil. I am well pleased, for this foolish migration shall take at least a century and further postpone his resurrection.
And the last one. Yep.
Alas, I fear I can no longer prevent the Voivod's awakening. Lord Vukadlak has gained great power from the fear and apprehension afoot in the world on the eve of the new millennium. These fears feed him, and despite my greatest efforts, his resurrection is now inescapable. There are none who can help me. I can only hope against hope for the return of the one man Vukadlak fears. I pray that God restores Kristoff.
Me.
Return to me.
Come with me quickly. I can help you.
Why should I enter thy trap? Servant of the fiend?
Please, for Aneska. She says that if you would have hope, even when your cause is lost, you should follow me.
I go, but I go with my sword at thy back.
Go now. There is little time. Destroy him and topple this vile cathedral. Now, my dark love, I give you thanks for allowing me to serve you all these years, watching over your sweetly cruel visage in torpor. My defilement is complete.
Here we go. What do we have here? Footlocker. Incinerator, don't need it. Call of Awakening, don't really need it. Poison Antidote might come in useful. I love these little treasure chests. I don't know why I always have. Made out of people. Look at that. Kind of fits for the flesh sculptors. Anything? Like ballistic vest. Don't need any of this. Why am I bothering? I can't help it. I'm a loot goblin. Right. There is stuff to collect, so I must take it. Ooh, goblin. I've always been like that, even playing like RPG games towards the end, and you get right to the last level. I still must collect stuff, thinking, oh, that's worth of equip when I get back to this. I think it's just habit built in. Here we go. That's not that way, is it? It's this way. Bum, 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 bum.
You survived my hosts. Impressive, young crusader. You have earned something few have seen. Your final vision shall be that of my true form. Watch as I reveal the absolute power of the Voivod!
Thank you, Goyle.
Let loose thy wrath.
Well, first things first, let's get one of these. That. That. Now let's have him. Claws out. Gonna take ages to chew through him, but we'll get there. Ow! Get off me! I've done pretty well thus far. Get off me. Bad thing. See, I can do that as well. There.
Go to her, Kristoff.
Now that the fiend is no more, my unnatural power dissolves. I fear for my soul after my defilement, after all that I have done. But I rejoice that my last sight shall be thee. I only pray that one day I may attain thy forgiveness.
I grant all forgiveness, though thou art blameless and pure in mine eyes.
Then death finds me in joy and rapture.
Aneska, my accursed soul trembles to utter these selfish, blasphemous words. But thou need not die if thou wouldst endure.
Thou would still have me, Kristoff? I scarcely dared hope.
Thy love has redeemed me across 1,000 years. I would that I could offer salvation in return, but I have none to give, only damnation.
Damnation with thee would be sweet as salvation. Let thy love cast me down and raise me up forever. Take me, my love.
And now the credits. That's the end of that for the moment. Unfortunately, there was never really a proper sequel to this, which I think is very much a shame, as they could have done a few great stories. But yeah, that was the end of that. That was the nice fluffy ending, keeping Kristoff's humanity high. Who knows, maybe one day I'll come back and do a bastard version of Kristoff, but yeah. There was another game released, which was Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which is more of a first-person shooter, and we'll get around to that at some point soon. I do have it. And if anyone's interested in picking up the tail and trying it themselves, this game is obviously available. Where I got it from is GOG. Be nice and give them a spam, as I did get it from there. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking with it. For the moment. Just let the credits roll. Been a very, very good game, this one, though. I've been playing this. I got it. Actually, my wife got it when we were going out. She got it when we were teenagers. So I've played it a fair few times. Absolutely, very good story-based game. Courtesy of White Wolf, but yeah, absolutely brilliant. think that'll do for now, I think. But yeah. Let's leave this to run through. It's difficult to explain the other bits, but it's obviously different ways of doing it. That way was really, really easy. That's sort of the cheap way of doing it-ish. There's other ways. There are sort of glitches in the church you can use as well in the cathedral, where he can't actually attack you, which makes life so much more easy. Anyway, I've had enough of watching this scroll and trying to talk bollocks for the minute. But there we go. Okay. Well, as I said, thank you very, very much for following me through. I hope you've enjoyed the series. Maybe we'll do it again sometime, but for the moment, I've been Cappadocia, signing off.